In this video, you will learn the most efficient way to walk dogs together.
You can walk your dogs like this if you choose. If you have dogs that are fighting, you need to start like this, but you also need to weigh, am I going to be able to control it? But if you have dogs that are fighting, you've got to make sure that you have absolute total control with one before you ever put them together, okay? And then you need the advice, you need to seek the advice of a professional that is proficient in working with that. And the fact is, I could walk them like this, which therefore I'm limited on my ability to necessarily correct or direct, and both of my hands are now occupied. What I would do is I would walk them like this. I always put the smaller dog on the outside, so bear with me. We're gonna put you, I know, we're like, what are we doing? There we go. This is what I want. And now I'm gonna start walking like this. This is how I'd walk them. For the dog that is right next to me, it looks exactly the same as if he was the only dog. The dog that is on the outside, I give plenty of line, so I am not pulling that dog over the back of this dog. Typically, I always put the smallest dog on the outside so it's not crowded out by the big dog. If he started to go ahead, I'm gonna take the line in my left hand and I'm gonna correct him back. But I can easily, look how nice this is. Now, I will allow the dog on the outside to have enough line that they could go all the way back by the butt, but not come back around in. Now, let's say he came back around in, I would keep moving and I would just move him out. So right there, he's out, I'm gonna tap him back. He needs it, so I'm gonna tap him back. So I make sure I have enough slack in the front. My line is controlled. But look how nice this is.
Yeah.
You never hold both lines, correcting both dogs at the same time. I've got the lines here, so I can easily get this one correct, get this one correct. So look, I'm walking two dogs, and I have one hand that is actually free.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And this is beautiful. And then if you needed to, you could walk them and then have a third one over here.
That's what I use. Usually when I'm walking all three, Bowser's on the opposite side of Tucker. Loki's always by himself, but.
So one thing that's really important when you're doing this is managing your leash. So you want to make sure that, because if I'm like this, and then I let go to correct one, see all the mess of the leash I have? So what I'm gonna do is when I have the right amount right here, I'm gonna take up the slack, so I'll even keep this hand even right here. So if I let go, that's how much leash I have, and then I can walk if I want to, and I can easily correct this dog, or I can then correct this dog. So managing my leash is really, really important to make sure that I just don't have a long mess like that. I stopped walking just because he went out of position. I would never pull that dog back into position. That's unfair. I'm not gonna steer him wearing a prong collar. But let's say I want to get him back in position. I'm gonna start walking. Now that I'm moving, I can tap him back and then they fall right into place, just like that. So that's really important. And keep in mind, the most important thing is that we are fair to our dogs when we are teaching them something new. And so we never ever want to be in a position where we are making unclear pressure and hurting the relationship. We've got to make sure we're clear and fair and we set them up for success. And if you don't know how to do that, seek the advice of a professional. But this is a great way to walk your dogs.
Do you have a puppy that is pottying in the house, doesn't come when called, chewing up everything? I have helped thousands of dog owners with every challenge that you can think of. And I've created a course that will bring clarity and set you on a successful path to having the relationship with your dog that you've always wanted. This program is for dogs at all stages of life. It is never too late to implement great leadership skills that will put you in the driver's seat no matter what your dog's age. It's never too late to learn how to have a great relationship with your dog.
Shorten up the line. No, you got it. I was gonna say you might shorten Bowser's just a little bit. So let go of Bowser and correct the Doberman back. He's too far out. So you're just pulling. You gotta pop him.
Okay.
You've got to make sure that the Doberman stays in line as if he was the single dog, and Bowser, the Frenchie, stays behind him.
Okay.
Keep going. I don't let the dog on the outside pass the dog on the inside.
Okay.
There you go. Now relax your arm. There you go. I love it. Look at that. How's that feeling?
Feels good.
Good.
So it's like less stressful for me.
Yep. Nice.
Great.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Good deal. Good deal. Till the next lesson, we just thank you so much for listening. We hope you gained some value. And again, your dog will never be what you want him to be until you're the leader they need you to be. And we just thank you for your time, and we'll see you next time.